Jackie Bolhuis from Clump and Stampers, and I have a fun card to show you today that is one of my Stampin' Made Simple cards. Now when you first look at this, it probably doesn't look that simple, but I thought it had a really nice look. It's not just plain old boring stamping. We've got some watercoloring going on here. And honestly, I've been one that has always wanted to learn to watercolor, like an artist watercolors. And I've tried, I've taken classes, I have failed miserably. So I have settled on the fact that I can do some cool, artsy, watercolory looking things with my stamps, but also keep it quick and simple, which is what everything I have to do. So I want to show you how I did the leaves on the back of here. And we are using stamps from the Colorful Season stamp set. As you know, this comes in a bundle. Okay, so you can get the stamp set along with these awesome framelits. Now I want to point out, because I've been asked this question many times, people have looked at the stamp set or looked at cards made with it and said, where the heck does the chair come from? There's this chair in the stamps. However, when you get the framelits, you've got the, what they call it, Adirondack, I'm not real sure, type chair that you've been seeing a ton of. It is only a framelit as part of that. And remember, purchase these as a bundle because then you save 10%. But you can find that in the catalog on page 146 and 147. But what I really want to talk about today is how I made this card. So we are starting with a piece of 5 by 3 3/4. Now don't worry about remembering those measurements. In the description of this video, I will have a link to the blog post that has everything written out for you, all the supplies I used, as well as all the measurements for the card. So again, here's our background that we're going to make, and we are using 2 of the stamps in the stamp set. One is this leaf that has just the veins showing, kind of an open image leaf, and then there's also this one that's solid. Now you can tell these are photopolymer stamps, which I love. Makes it super easy to place them. They also do stain a lot. I use this one in I think a rust color already. But when I went to make this card, I was determined to not make it a fall card. Here in Michigan, summer is gorgeous and it is so green with leaves everywhere. And you know, when I stamp, I always think of leaves as fall. So we're going for green. We are using garden green, and we're going to just start by taking our outline one, and I'm going to ink it up and I'm going to stamp it onto my cardstock here. Now, grab your aqua painter. Every time you stamp a leaf, you're going to come in with just your aqua painter and sloppily, I use that word a lot, I don't think it's a word, maybe they should make it one just for me. And I'm just taking some water with the aqua painter and blending over that. Now, I am using just regular Whisper White, which really is not recommended for watercoloring because it will pill on you. And it doesn't watercolor very nice at all. However, for this technique, because we're not using a lot of water, you want to make sure you don't go over and over and over it. Just, you know, real lightly, kind of a one-shot thing. Go through this. Don't worry about coloring it in real super solid because then you're going to lose your watercolor look. Okay, so just stamp a leaf. This may seem like it's taking me a long time, but it truly is not. You can do the stems a little bit here. So do leaf by leaf, but the reason you want to color them right away is because you don't want that ink to dry. You want to be able to smear it with that water. And then if we look back here, you'll see I put in some of the smaller solid leaves, and those, hope you can see it, they've got kind of a watercolor outline going. And I simply did that by pretty much the same way. Stamped it, and then we're going to take our aqua painter, and this time I'm just really running around the edges. Come down the stem there, and same thing, one at a time, stamp it, and then go around the edge, smear that color a little bit, and there we go. So peek closely again, and you'll see the 2 watercolored leaves in there. Now, see all the little black speckles? I'm kind of addicted to that. I've been for years and years. I mean, many years ago they had the speckle stamp, and I've always liked that look. I think it just takes, now granted this isn't all filled in, but something that still kind of has that white background, it allows you to just really fill it in and finish it off. So let me show you how I did those. So this little stamp is from the Timeless Textures stamp. There's just kind of a bunch of fun different things going in there, and it's just a little splatter stamp, and I use my basic black. Now, a couple of tips here. You don't want to ink this up and stamp really nice and heavy. Like, you know, we always try to stamp heavy, get a good image, but that's just way, way, way too much. Okay, look at our card. I just have little tiny. So what you want to do is ink this up and very light-handedly, like barely touch it, barely touch it. And, you know, and I probably went, you know, we got so much going on here now, stamped it a whole bunch of times without ever re-inking it. But the key is that really, really, really light pressure so that you don't get these big old black blobs in there. So that's how I made the background. Then I just cut out a leaf, okay, with our framelit, which we looked at. There's the one that has all the detail to it. Out of garden green, staying with our color. Took a black piece, embossed Just Breathe. Stuck our leaf on there with a little bow of linen thread. This embossing, if you don't know how to do this, let me know. I have a video that just shows you how to do the heat embossing. And then in the inside, I always try to finish them off, so I did the same sort of leaves down here on the bottom. I always like to put white on the inside. To me, just colored in the inside just isn't right. I always need white in there. And then thinking of you from that same stamp set. So there is our card in my Stampin' Made Simple series of videos. I hope you give this technique a try. It's very simple, but it does let you feel a little bit like an artist. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can also follow me on YouTube for more videos. Check out my blog, ClompandStampers.com. I'll have it listed at the end of the blog here. I post new ideas 5 days a week. And all my ideas are what I call quick and easy. I am definitely the simple stamper, but simple doesn't need to be boring. So if you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you. I'll send you a catalog if you need one. Just get a hold of me. Otherwise, until I share another video with you, have a stamp happy day.